The following is a make or break match where the winner will enter the Men's Nightmare Rumble at number 30 and the loser of the match will enter at number 1. Introducing first, representing the Overmen, Immaculate Joe Mack!
Immaculate Joe Mack, guys, in an over-the-top rope rumble. You gotta think he's a favorite.
I don't care what anybody says about this being randomly drawn. This is obviously a ploy to try to put a wedge between the Overmen before the Nightmare Rumble.
You should go backstage and tell Al about your grievances.
Oh, I will. He can hear me.
You can go now.
Al, you did this on purpose.
Our first time ever match up here, Josh.
And his opponent, also representing the Overmen, Certified Luke Kurtis!
Kurtis and Joe Mack exchanging some smiles, exchanging some words, and look at they're playing around a little bit, guys. But huge stakes here, no time for playing around.
Former Rush Division champion, certified Luke Kurtis, one of the best new talent in all of professional wrestling.
That's true, but when you look at Joe Mack, former Country Boy Brewing Kentucky heavyweight champion.
This one is going to be an absolute banger between these two. Because let's be honest here, okay? The Overmen, as tight as they are, they're former tag team champions. They know each other so well, but you know the competitive spirit of... Why is the douche out here?
The dude.
I mean, he's part of the Overmen, but it looks like he's giving a thumbs up, and it looks like he's confirming that they're all on the same page here.
Oh, no, he said, yeah, it's all good, it's all good.
New year, new jacket, same old Shannon, I guess.
Jacket is beautiful.
Jacket is gaudy as all get out.
Guys, this is... something's going on here. Something's fishy here. But guys, this is for the number 1 spot and the number 30 spot in the Nightmare Rumble. It shot at the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. And, I mean, yeah, you got the EC3, Shannon, but work something out. Luke and Joe having a little talk here.
What, are you just going to paper, rock, scissor it? What is happening right now?
They seem to be trying to shush Shannon. Shannon, trying to give him pointers here.
Hold on.
No one should listen to Shannon, so I don't blame him.
We started out with some smiles, but faces are getting a little more stern and serious here.
Number 1 or number 30, regardless, the winner of the Nightmare Rumble will face whoever the NWA Heavyweight Champion may be.
There we go. Coming back on the... oh, hold on. Joe Mack just pulled in Luke Kurtis, Josh. Oh, hold on.
What? I thought they were going to jump into a hug, and Luke Kurtis jumped right into a headlock on Joe Mack.
Joe Mack tossing Luke Kurtis in the corner. And guys, this is former OVW Tag Team Champion just weeks ago.
Now, see, this is what I was worried about happening. These two men only know how to give it 110%. So, of course, the Overmen will be affected by this match during the Nightmare. I mean, they're crushing my dreams here.
I mean, again, these two are friends, champions just weeks ago. I mean, they still have their matching gear on, for crying out loud. But this is an opportunity at the Nightmare Rumble to enter at number 30, the most advantageous spot for a shot at the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship.
Number 30 has provided multiple winners.
Shannon getting a little frustrated here. Look at this yelling, tell him to point and get it together.
But Joe tried to scoop him up. Luke rolls him up.
Oh, kick to the midsection, guys. Pleasantries are over. Looking for a Mack knife powerbomb.
Smart move by Kurtis to back out of it because it would have been over.
And look at the look on Luke Kurtis' face. He knows just how devastating that is. And maybe Luke Kurtis is thinking, okay, I screwed up. I made a mistake.
These two know each other so well.
Luke Kurtis has been teaming with Joe Mack for so long, I think he forgot what it's like to be across the ring from the onslaught from Ontario.
And again, Kurtis right back into the headlock. Kurtis so technically sound, he's got to try to do something to negate the size of Joe Mack, his tag team partner.
Oh, Look at that. Went for a kick there, but Joe Mack out of the way, had it scouted.
He knew exactly what was coming because he's seen it happen time after time.
You know, these guys come in here, they train together. They do everything they can to know what their partner does, how they like to move in the ring.
And look at Shannon trying to play peacemaker again.
Shannon having a conniption on the outside, rightfully so. The Overmen are exploding right before our eyes.
Look at that, Joe Mack tossing Luke Kurtis out.
Kurtis over the top and walks up to the ring.
You heard Joe Mack.
Top of the ramp.
Joe Mack, if that happens Saturday, you're out of the Rumble. Shannon trying to be the voice of reason, folks. Don't go anywhere. Main event rolls on here. Folks, if you're still with us, thank you for watching on YouTube and Facebook. We're not going to break here. You're going to see the full match unencumbered.
Exclusive content only for you and the faithful here in attendance at the world-famous Davis Arena.
Well, Luke Kurtis, you know, he's taking a moment here, trying to get a game plan on the outside, it looks like. Shannon, okay, let's be honest here. In the Nightmare Rumble, at one point in time,
Luke rolled up Joe here, hold on.
Two count only. At one point in time, I had 3 members of the LOB in the Nightmare Rumble, all in 3 different positions. We thought we had everything on lock. Because when you're in a situation like this, you want one of your guys to win. Doesn't matter which one. You do it for the best of the group. You do it for the best thing that's, you know, for the team.
Right.
It's Shannon. Shannon right now, he's sweating. Because regardless, one of these men is going to enter at number 1, but the other's going to go in at number 30. The question is, who's it going to be?
And I don't know if either of these men are thinking about any team right now. They're thinking only about themselves, and perhaps rightfully so.
Well, actually, to that point, I mean, you got to think Shannon, the dude, asking them to get along, not for them, but because the Nightmare Rumble is for an opportunity at the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, a championship that EC3 holds. And if the Overmen are imploding now, he might have a real competitor on his hands.
Exactly. If one of the members of the Overmen win the Nightmare Rumble, I mean, it's basically a lock that EC3 would retain the NWA World Heavyweight Championship in theory.
When you see how these two have been treating each other, how quickly they were able to turn their backs on each other, you got to think EC3, maybe that doubt in his mind that they would do that for him.
He's got the big man down to one knee, with the crowd seemingly getting behind the Ontario Onslaught.
It's Joe Mack and Luke Kurtis in one hellacious battle here in the main event. The opportunity to come in at number 30 in the Nightmare Rumble this Saturday.
And then for the loser to come in at number 1.
Fall-away slam by Joe Mack.
Folks, if you want to catch the Nightmare Rumble, you got to buy the pay-per-view on OVWrestling.com right now. Every seat is sold out here in Davis Arena, so make sure you order Nightmare Rumble on OVWrestling.com right now so you don't miss the most unpredictable night of our calendar.
In fact, I have it on good authority. We double-booked a couple seats, and I'm going to have to sit in your lap for most of the show, Brad.
We don't sell these seats. That doesn't even make...
I sold mine.
Luke Kurtis getting back in the ring here. Luke Kurtis and Joe Mack, guys, this has turned into an actual match. You got to think Shannon maybe thought one guy was going to lay down for the other, but this has turned into a absolute matchup.
Well, you know, and I said it at the start of this match, this one was going to be a banger because there's no way that the egos of these two men were going to allow either one of them to just lie down for the other.
Well, see, and that's why I think that the powers that be in the back had something to do with this, because they wanted to get one over on the Overmen. Because
who are these powers that be that you keep rambling about?
The men in the suits back there, the guys that, well, some of the guys that don't talk to me.
What are you on? Anyway, Luke Kurtis in full control of Joe Mack right now, trying to mitigate that height difference by bringing Mack down to the canvas with that side headlock, and it is in deep. But Mack powers out.
Joe Mack dropping Luke Kurtis. And guys, you had to think, when the number 30 spot in the Nightmare Rumble was put on the line in this matchup for an opportunity at the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship, if you're Joe Mack, you're Luke Kurtis, you're looking at EC3, am I going to be friends with this guy in a couple years? Or is it better for me to look out for my career at this point? You got to think that's exactly what Shannon, panicking.
Oh, and now Shannon up here trying to, well, he might have served as a distraction there. Shannon might be doing more harm than good here on the outside.
I don't know if you could see, referee Daniel Spencer was admonishing Shannon, the dude, Luke Kurtis reached up, snatched a hold of Joe Mack's tights, and pulled Mack face first in that center buckle.
Guys, here's what's a little different about Shannon tonight. They're not interfering, not trying to help anyone win. Trying to peacemake tonight.
And Shannon's not trying to tick off one of his clients, but certified Luke Kurtis.
Got that crossface middle of the ring. And look at that, a little bit of choke from to his friend as well.
Oh, now he's stretching him. He might try to pop that whole shoulder out.
Look, guys, I know part of you probably ever wants to think, oh yeah, EC3 planned this, make it easier. Hold on, roll up. But there's no way he could have planned this. These were randomly drawn competitors.
See, you keep saying that. I don't know. Too on the nose, you know?
EC3 is a master strategist, but even he couldn't put this together. OVW management stumbled into this incredible main event. Hold on, roll up again.
Kurtis forced to break the hold, otherwise get pinned, and oh, Mack with a huge clothesline.
Joe Mack overpowering his tag team partner, former OVW tag team champions, both these men.
He's got Luke Kurtis up, snake eyes.
Mack comes off the ropes. Kurtis, that running knee right to the point of the jaw.
Mack had it scouted last time, but this time Luke just exploding out of the corner.
Now, what is it with the crowd seemingly getting behind Joe Mack here? I don't understand it.
Oh, that was weird, I will admit.
Luke Kurtis dropping the knee pad. That is his friend, his tag partner. Look at that running knee.
What a shot.
That's it right there. That's Luke Kurtis. So close, guys.
Luke Kurtis thought he had this one all but done. Joe Mack somehow finding the wherewithal to kick out, getting that shoulder up.
Guys, we're only 48 hours away from the Nightmare Rumble, and these guys are putting each other through hell.
Luke Kurtis thought he had it there, guys. Didn't even hook the leg. Was so certain he had put away the 7-footer from Canada. But Joe Mack just got too much left. Oh, God.
Short DDT there. Lateral. No!
Somehow, Joe Mack at the very last millisecond kicks out.
You've seen the frustration starting to build on the face of Luke Kurtis. Shannon, the dude, just verklempt at ringside, beside himself at this implosion.
Hang on.
What?
The OVW faithful chanting Joe.
But does Joe Mack have anything left in the sack despite their cheers?
What did I miss?
Hold on, Luke going to the top rope here, but Joe Mack up and cuts him off at the pass.
Joe with a forearm leaps up, tries to split the eye open. And now, what is Mack doing?
My God, is he actually, he's gonna scrape the roof of the world famous Davis Arena. Hit the bright lights of DC production.
What is Joe Mack doing?
Superplex from Joe Mack.
Oh my God!
God!
Superplexes don't get any more super than that.
15 feet in the air, Luke Kurtis came crashing down.
Joe Mack, though, took just as much out of himself, not able to get to his feet here. But you're seeing these men willing to go hell for leather for that opportunity to win the number 30 spot in the Nightmare Rumble. Punch that ticket.
Luke Kurtis still trying to pull himself up off the canvas, but Mack,
with barely anything left,
drapes that arm across.
2 counts. Somehow.
I don't think that these two are going to have anything left in the tank come Saturday.
Mack trying to get back up to his feet.
Somehow, he's standing once again. Luke Kurtis cannot consider himself so lucky.
Joe Mack standing over someone he called a friend, someone he called a co-OVW Tag Team Champion just weeks ago.
And you can see the flop sweat on Shannon, the dude, having the worst night of his life.
Joe Mack now towering over Luke Kurtis.
Joe Mack looking for that Mack knife power bomb. And guys, if he hits it, he punches this ticket to spot number 30 in the Nightmare Rumble.
And just like that, we will have a certified number 1 in the Nightmare Rumble. Here it goes.
Pulled him in with authority. Luke Kurtis up, guys.
Oh, hang on, Luke Kurtis. Short right hands right to the temple, right to the eye.
Those short fists disorienting Joe Mack, giving Luke Kurtis a much needed time to recover here.
Oh, hang on a second.
Luke Kurtis grabbing his knee.
We might have a serious injury here.
Hey,
guys.
hey.
Yeah,
I don't like the way that.
Referee checking on Luke Kurtis here. Kurtis might be having a serious injury, guys. We might have to.
Well, I mean, you see that knee. You've got the brace on it. Kurtis does. I know that Luke's got problems with that knee.
I think Mack might be upset with himself. This is his friend after all.
Mack checking on Luke Kurtis. Putting all that animosity we've seen throughout the matchup away, guys, and that's I think speaks volumes of Joe Mack and Luke Kurtis' friendship there. Joe Mack, look at that, guys. Emotional now, saying, I hurt him.
We might need to get some more help out here, guys. This match might be called. There we go. We're getting some more refs out.
Do we have?
There we go.
Folks, we don't want to go off air like this, but if Luke Kurtis can't compete, we're not going to force this match to go on.
Yep. It happens. Professional wrestling it's not ballet, folks.
Luke Kurtis being tended to by our medical staff there, trying to get him out of the ring as slow and carefully as possible. Guys, this might be a folks, I don't know what this means for our main event. I don't know what this means for this match.
I'm looking at the. Hold on.
Oh, wait a second!
What the hell? Luke Kurtis out like a rocket with a handful of tights. Are you freaking kidding me?
It's a miracle!
Your winner and entrant number 30 in the Men's Nightmare Rumble, Luke Kurtis!
Will somebody get that piece of garbage an Emmy?
Luke
I
Kurtis
can't believe it.
started 2024 with a heist, stealing the win from a man he called his friend, and he called his brother.
With the ruse of the century. My God, the genius of certified Luke Kurtis, who will be number 30 in the Nightmare Rumble this Saturday.
On the flip side of that coin, Joe Mack, the big 7-footer from Ontario, will kick off the Nightmare Rumble at number 1. And folks, you can't order a ticket. We are sold out from top to bottom on Saturday. Make sure you order the pay-per-view right now at OVWrestling.com. It is an unpredictable night you do not want to miss.